Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Shalise. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I am an investor. I am someone who is on YouTube documenting their journey. So no, I'm not a financial advisor. No, I'm not a fiduciary. No, I'm not a guru. I am an investor. And I am documenting our journey, my husband and I, from that perspective, okay? So if you want some motivation, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. To those of you who are returning, thank you so much. And as always, beware of scammers and fake pages. You will see a video link when you come to my page that I talk about that in detail, fake pages, all of that. So make sure you be aware of that. But today I wanted to share with you our 2026 financial vision board. And in this vision board has our investment goals, dividend goals, net worth goals, and income goals for 2026. Some of these goals are not specific because I do want to keep some anonymity to my husband and I. I mean, we do share a lot of information, let's be real. But I do want to keep certain things, not as detailed. So I hope that you guys respect that. But I know you would because we family. But yeah, have you guys thought about your goals for 2026? If so, let me know one. Let me know one of your goals. Now, my investment planner group has already seen this. That's a perk of joining those groups, is that you will get some type of content or email or something about what my husband and I is doing before the main channel. And a lot of times it's more detailed. So shout out to all of you. If you want a physical investment planner, I will leave a link down below. I created an investment planner, something to track your investments, something that will keep you motivated, keep the consistency going. And that way you can see a full flip through. And I do ship on Tuesdays. So that's when the next shipment date will go out. I don't have a lot left. So if you want one, make sure you check out the information below. But yeah, it's just, I wanted to really make sure that, my husband and I really spend some time thinking about this. I didn't want to come up with just arbitrary goals, because in the past I would create investment goals or financial goals. And I'm telling you, by March, the goals are gone, right? I'm not as consistent. I'm not as focused. So I've learned through the years how to really be intentional and specific about and realistic about our financial goals. So let me come down first to our word of the year. So I don't have a word of the year yet. I am stuck between two, and I told my investment group this. I'm thinking I want to do either elevate, or align. So elevate, I was thinking, because I really want to take things to the next level, not just with our investments and trying to get to some of those bigger share size goals, but with my business, Mommy Trader, right? Mommy Trader is a brand. It is growing. It is expanding probably faster than I thought. And I really want to really think about, what's the next phase to this? Same with like our income goals, net worth goals, just things like that. Really trying to think about the next step, the next level. So that's why I was thinking of elevate. In terms of align, I was thinking of, okay, I want to make sure that all of our specific financial money goals are kind of balancing out with our end game. We want to retire early. We want to make sure that our strategy is kind of on the same page, because sometimes what we're doing in present tense and then what our end goal is can be two different paths, and we don't want that. So I'm still I like both words. Elevate and align. I just don't know which one yet. But if you have some tips or suggestions, let me know down below about which one you think. But I don't want to do both. I'd rather pick one or the other. So I'm kind of stuck, but it's still blank. But I'll probably have it figured out in the next week or two. Now, let's come to our investment goals first. Okay. Now, this is a little bit off kilter because I'm not sure how I did this like off the line, but you guys understand. And it's just real life. Okay. But this page is in the investment planner book. So if you have the digital, if you have the physical, you should be very familiar with this page. And I decided to just fill it out like this, and for making a video, because it's going to be hard for me to show the planner with the camera overhead and trying to flip through. It's just, I'd rather do it this way. So what investment goals do you have for 2026? So I wrote, and this is my husband and I, we want to invest/save $80K across all income sources in 2026. This was $100K, but I think I wanted to go more on the, like, what can we at least do? And the $100K would be like the ultimate goal. And I would also love to see our portfolio hit $900K. We're talking about just in the stock market. 401ks, HSAs, Roth IRAs, taxable accounts. We hope that we can get there by the end of 2026, but we don't know. I mean, the market, could take a downturn. I know there's been talk of a recession. I don't know, but that's a goal. And I like setting goals. And I know I'm reaching, but you never know, right? Consistency has surprised me. If you thought about the beginning of 2025 and then April 2025, I mean, the markets were not doing the best. And then look at what happened now. And despite the ebbs and flows, we stayed the course and it works. Look at this, the steps. So you can't see this. I hope you can, but it says, how can we achieve these goals, right? So these are some steps and I can track it as I go. Automate contributions from every income source. Automating can be a really benefit to you, even if it's $1, because it's going in without you thinking about it, okay? I also want to make sure I'm tracking our monthly progress. I want to track. You know my new motto, right? I have a lot of mottos, but my new motto is invest, track, repeat. You got to keep doing it, right? You got to track your progress so that you can stay consistent. And then, of course, increase income or cut one expense to free up extra money. Sometimes you can give yourself a raise through your actual budget. Cut an expense. You're not watching cable. You're not reading a magazine. You're not, listening to Spotify as much. Cancel it and use that money to either invest, or you can save it, or you can pay off some debt. But that's our investment goals for 2026. I know that's a lot of money, guys. My husband and I, plus our side hustles. We try to be responsible with what we have, and also keep in mind, I don't have a car payment. So I'm driving around in an older car so that our money can go, where it needs to go. Same with my daughter as well, okay? And I think hopefully the goal for us one day is to be able to just save an entire one person's salary. Again, I know I have a 2-income household because I'm married, but that's just what we try to do, okay? Now let's talk about dividend goals for 2026, okay? Ideally, we would like to earn $600 to $700 every month. Now, you guys know we have our lower months, like most people. Quarter end months pay out big, but I'm talking about those months where you don't really get a whole lot of dividend income. I would like to get across all months $600 to $700. And so, focusing on those positions like Costco that pay out, I think they pay out in October, for example. And what's the other one? If October, February, things like that. So I want to make sure we can get that income up higher, or those like low months. And then of course hit $2,000 in quarter end months. So that's March, June, September, and December, we should really easily pass this by the end of next year. What are the steps, right? We got to have some steps. Otherwise, these just stay goals. We got to have some steps. We're going to consistently buy the dip of our top dividend ETFs. Consistently buy the dip. Don't get spooked by the market. Reinvest every dividend. Reinvest every dividend, and then set and hit share size goal. Build those shares up. That's the secret. You want more dividend income, you got to have more shares. That's the easiest way I can say it. But every position starts with one share. Sometimes it's half a share, but you never know unless you actually start building. Net worth goals. Okay, so net worth goals we have for 2026. We would like to reach 2.5 to 3 million across all our assets. Assets is where your money grow. Okay, guys, you hear it from me. You can start a business. You can invest. You can own real estate. You can rent out real estate. You can buy land. I know some people have like vending machines. I've thought about doing the whole vending machine thing. I'm not sure. Do you guys know people who do that? But I've been hearing people talk about it, like do the vending machines. I told you guys I would love, my husband and I talked about this. We would love to get a laundromat. Like we would love to, but good laundromats are not for sale often. When people get them, they keep them. So, that's like a bucket list type of thing, but usually you want to keep your money in some type of assets. Now, what are the steps? We want to increase income, reduce debt. We want to grow our investment in property equity through consistent contributions and updates. That means I know with our rental property, we just put an HVAC system in. We replaced the siding. We had the roof redone. We painted, put a new kitchen in, tore up carpet off the floors. This is not in one house. It's just like among several houses. Put down new flooring. All of that adds to the value of the house. It increases the value of the home. So, and it, thereby increasing it, we can get more rental income. If we decide to sell it, we'll get more, we'll make more. So yeah, just investing money back into the properties, into the assets help. And then last but not least is income goals for 2026. We would like to increase overall yearly income. Again, I don't share our income on the channel. And we would like to at least add or grow one income stream. For me, that's Mommy Trader. Mommy Trader has been such a blessing because who would have thought? Like, I sit in front of this camera. Look at me. I'm in my robe. I say a lot. I don't have a studio or fancy setup. I literally am just sharing my journey from a regular perspective of an investor, right? Someone who's in the trenches, the millionaire next door. I don't need to flaunt stuff on the internet. I don't need to, sound the greatest and the most educated. I am just trying to build something so that we can achieve our goals and live our normal lives and be able to bless others and be able to do what we want to do in this life, because life is short. And so being able to really take MT, Mommy Trader, and really elevate it to something is just amazing. The steps to do that. We want to expand what's already working, right? I created an investment planner. I seen nothing like it when I started. And of course, I mean, people create things because they see something that's hot, but it's the idea, it's the thinking, it's the thought. I'm in the trenches, so the ideas never stop because I'm still on this journey. I actually have more ideas next year for the next book and more ideas for spreadsheets. So, it's really interesting, again, just something that I'm passionate about. Who would have thought over 35,000 people would be interested in what little old me have to say, but you never know. And I would also love to create or test one new income opportunity. Like I mentioned, we'd be getting into like pre-IPO private investing. You have to be an accredited investor to do that. And we became accredited investors, I think late last year or something. So we have been dabbling into that. But yeah, we're just trying to figure out ways to make our income grow without having to physically do it. I don't want to have to physically go get another job. One thing I love about MT is that I can do it from the comfort of my room, my bedroom, at a desk, in front of a laptop, in front of a camera, with basic lighting, talking. That is, to me, like financial freedom, because I'm working for myself, if that makes sense. So those are our, simple, well, not really simple, but our goals for next year. Again, guys, let me know down below in terms of the word of the year suggestions. Elevate or align. I'm trying to figure out. I'm leaning more towards elevate, but I'm not sure. But again, guys, let me know down below one financial goal you have for next year, whether it's an investment goal, income goal, dividend goal, net worth goal. Let me know down below. I love hearing what you guys have to say. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tickle that notification bell so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video. And until next time, I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.